Alright, so nice early chatting here. You might want to check team, blah blah blah. Maybe they had to restart because of team settings. Anyway, we need to fix the team names here. Domingos. There's TrashStar. And now we're 1500 to 1650 bracket. Ooh. Okay, so I'm looking at the starting locations here. First of all, looking at the random sims here, that's both a good and bad thing with maps involving water. We have Italians and Malay here for TrashStar. Both fantastic naval sims, but they might struggle on land, possibly. Coster here doesn't exactly win the random sim lottery. He gets Huns for Nomad, and he's off for a rough one here. He will not be able to dock straight away because Huns lack 100 food to begin with. And fighting with Flampopo with the Japanese here, another good naval sieves. They're all drawing, except for the Huns, maybe they're drawing fantastic naval sieves here. So that should be interesting for the return reverse save games for game 2. Japanese best halbs in the game, probably not best halbs, but very good halbs to deal with cavalry play. But looking at the Italians and the Malay here, it's a good chance that's going to be bringing maybe more like archers and elephants combo maybe for Patrick Star and Trashbag here. Alright, Venture Baba. See you around some other time. But for now, let's just speed things up a bit and get to the feudal age action. Very close in the middle here. Coster is going to be fighting against two players here potentially. Unless Trashbag is just going to be a pain in the ass here and take Coster out on his own and leave Patrick Star with the melee and a free boom in the north here. But fast forward now, looking at the dock spots as well, we could look a bit at the scouting of the players here. So they haven't found a lot of sheep here to get the scouting down. But yeah, decent scouting for all of them here. And the interesting bit in the start is to see the idle TC times here. Trashbag, 22 seconds, Flampopo, 13. So solid starts for most of them here. Patrick Star, slightly more idle TC time, maybe struggling for that early food. We have Trashbag going up first here with the Italians. Cheaper fish for the Italians. He's also not over-investing for now, but he's going for that early feudal to probably start contesting water. We'll have a look here. As I normalize the speed a bit, and we can see if Trashbag has been out scouting. Maybe it's not. Would be kind of peculiar not to contest water with the Italians, but maybe that's a job for the Malay then, and let Patrick Star provide some. Oh, starting out with a trade cog here. That's not going to work well for you. Yeah, making a fire galleys here, and it's the Malay player fighting for the water, while Trashbag is going full all in with the tower rush here on the Huns player. He really wants Huns and the annoying masked cavalry archers out of the game here. So Coster is a bit of a pickle here now. He needs to relocate his wood lines. A good thing Huns are saving wood, not needing houses. So once you get your eco running, that wood is going to be decent. But looking at Coster's scouting as well, he obviously knows by now that Trashbag is right north of him. But he's not in the feudal age himself and can't really start contesting this. Looks like Coster might be aiming for a fast castle play here, but his eco isn't really too great for that either. Let's see for Patrick Star. Is he taking some naval responsibility now? Is scouting with fishing ships along both sides here now to figure out how much he needs to invest in water. Lampopo with two docks here close to each other with the Japanese, so he's gonna contest the Malay here for sure. While Trashbag drops a barracks as well, and maybe we'll see some archers or even cavalry here from the Italians being added. Could just be spear defense against the cavalry approach you'll expect to see from the Huns as well. Coster double stables here in the feudal age. And he is not really, he is missing 400 wood for the next stage, so he's gotta go a bit crazy with the stables production here then. And he's been collecting gold as well, so he could get an early bloodlines and maybe surprise Patrick Star and Trashbag here in that way, but Trashbag, did he see it? He has outpost. Yeah, he sees it, so that's why he's dropping the barracks to prepare the spears as well. Nice quick walls. Good reaction to the bit surprising double stable scouts from Coster, but he's actually only producing out of one of them. There's the blacksmith. We'll go for some upgrades as well. Extended feudal age. While we have Flampopo chasing trash bags. Naval units here. Let's see, 3, 5, 7 to 6. Flampopo is going to fight a 1 vs 2 on water now, but that might be a good thing that both the Italians and Malay are investing in naval units, because then their transition through the ages will be slightly delayed. Coster focusing down these spears here now. Maybe that double stables wasn't too bad after all. Hunt stables, they produce 20% faster as well, as a team bonus. Trashbag really, the map vision here is also been taking Town Watch for extended line of sight for the buildings to have a more of an overview of what's going on here. While Coster, he just found Patrick Star's side here and will be contesting the situation here. Thanks for casting our games, you're welcome. I'm curious about this one. I was admittedly hesitant to allow Trashbag to participate in this ELO bracket, being at 1700 online 1v1, but combined with Patrick Star, who is currently quite below 1500, I figure the overall average fits in this bracket after all. So we'll see. Maybe they'll be the grand champions, and I have to take that hit. But so far all good. Looks like an even game. With Trashbag with some nice defense here. This tower is just so annoying. You have to relocate villagers all the time so as not to lose them. Could be that Coster should just delete some of these farms and relocate them further down, but we see Trashbag here extending the map vision to see buildings for Flampopo going up here as well. Looking at the naval fighting, yeah, that's what I thought, Patrick Star, that you were you never really passed the 1500, so I think it should be fine. And it's Nomad, so anything can happen. Flampopo fighting for his life on water here is also going Castle Age, but he's not going to be able to beat the Malay to it, because Malay research the ages 66% faster. Then there's but Flampopo taking a good fight here. He's gonna repair the weak one as well, and he'll be reaching the castle age as well with the Japanese here. His fish are much harder to kill as well, being Japanese with extra hit points and extra armor. Hello, just for fun. How have the games been today? Epic. All along. This is the 4th set since I started casting, so it's been quite even and nice, eventful games. Good naval aggression here for Patrick Star. He's yeah, there were 6 ships total. We have a Trashbag going up to the next stage as well. Some flare to the north. Coster still being annoying with his scouts, but he's being chased by Spearman as well. While we have Bloodlines for Flampopo and Horse Collar for Fard, so he's going to transition into the farm eco. Maybe a bit worried about losing fish eco. Coster seems to be making a cavalry archer transition here. Can Red see that? Oh, he can see the range as well. He's outpost man. So the 3 ranges for Coster, I think making the cavalry switch is a good one. Because if you can get a huge mass of cavalry archers, you would easily be able to deal with cavalry if the opponents choose to go for any kind of cavalry style play. You do have Italians with the Genoese crossbowmen, that could be an issue though, but they still don't have the mobility of cav archers. Cav archers are so good on Nomad. Yeah, maybe they are. Popo here with the 10 fire ships now. I'm not sure if he's... Alright, he's scouted the shoreline as well, so he knows where to engage, but he's not patrolling. Flampopo. That's one. Okay, he scrambles back to get that one. Nice. So now he's gonna obstruct the fish. It's important to contest the fish and docks of Malay, because we really don't want Malay to get to those fish traps that provide almost endless food. TrashStar is one step ahead though. He's gone into demolition ships now, and he has them ready to defend, to take out or at least weaken these. Okay, some of them are already weak as well, so if Flampopo isn't paying attention here, he doesn't have any galleys to snipe any demos. Flampopo might lose some significant numbers here. Oh. Bam! Cheers. Not sure. Is he winning this? Trashbag isn't basically. He's busy elsewhere with his castle drop and other stuff going on here. Has to deal with Flampopo's Japanese knights here. Something that he probably couldn't. Okay, seen them kind of. So good scouting, I guess, for Trashbag. Castle is up here for the Italians to provide eventually the Genoese crossbowmen against the Japanese knights here, but seems like good coordination between the Domingos here as well. Both Danish players, so I might refer to them as the Danes here. Yeah, cav archers and knights. Kind of similar to archers knights play, except that the cav archers are more mobile, of course. No bloodlines for no bloodlines actually for Costa. He's had these stables for ages and he hasn't been able to go into bloodlines. That's a bit unfortunate. They are really idling a lot of economy here now though, and let's see if we can see the Eco KD. Flampopo has been killing 39 villagers. That accounts for fishing ships as well, of course, but I'm sure the knights on land have been doing working wonders here as well. Coster will need to relocate here, but there's definitely space. He's going down here. He could TC Woodlines here as well when his first TC goes down. Nice. Triple ranges producing for the Huns. The cab archers are cheaper for the Huns as well. So that's a significant point to make when you want to go cab archers, is that Huns, they have them almost fully upgraded. I believe they miss the last armor upgrade or something. They're missing something. But they're still so easy to mass when they're cheaper. And the coordination between Flampopo and Coster is on point here as well. They really want to stop TrashStar from going into whatever the plan is here. Looks like crossbow arbalest, but we could also make skirmishers to counter Cav archers. Skirmishers don't make sense, obviously, when there's knights on the field, though. And again, splitting up the knights groups here for Flampopo. Knowing that TrashStar are mainly in the middle here, their Domingos are doing a heck of a job at taking land control here, killing one villager after the 42 villagers. Are you kidding me, Flampopo? It's a 40 villagers lead for Domingos here, because behind this they've had surprisingly little IDTC time as well. I can't check if he has husbandry. But still no bloodlines, yeah, so that's hurting for Coster here. Hopefully Flampopo will scream in his ear, "Get bloodlines, you idiot," or something. But looks like they're moving kind of at the same speed as Knights. Ooh, Coster needs to be over here now. Fantastic eco for the Japanese behind this. They didn't succeed in taking out the fish of the Italians, which is a concern as well, because Italians have such cheap fish, it's ridiculous. They can have an amazing fish boom, and Trash Bag is really capitalizing on that now. But less villagers on land, of course. Genoese crossbowmen are in, that means that the knight investment of Limpopo here might need some reconsidering. Coster really needs to get these bloodlines upgraded though. We'll hand it to the Don Domingos from doing great work at keeping TrashStar crippled here though. Let's see, Patrick Star not really able to mass up as many crossbows as he wants to, and also the economy rather crippled here after committing to the early naval fighting here. You see Coster adding a siege workshop as well, which means that he'll toss in some mangonels or rams here to again take out more production capabilities and economy here. Limpopo to the north with some expansion as well, with an outpost and a random lumber camp here to maybe try and drop TCs later. The map control is really in Don Domingo's hands looking at this. They have a 25 villager lead. And yeah. If TrashStar goes for crossbow Genoese comp, that can easily be countered by Siege Skirmisher. You don't make skirmishers in team games, I think, but Siege, of course, absolutely. Oh, you didn't find stone, Patrick. That sucks. That's crucial for Nomad, to be honest. You always need need stone Nomad for defensive castles. Genoese should do good against cav archers as well, though, but the sheer numbers here should allow Coster to pick off some of them. Anyway, and we have Flampopo adding some siege. Yeah, they'll even if the Genoese shred cavalry, they can't contest these kinds of masses. 57 to 41 though, so the military numbers are comparable. And see, archers armor for the whole TrashStar team here, so maybe they'll... Yeah, they're still committing, not to skirmishers of course, but to archers. So you can make skirms if there isn't anything to counter it. Well, there should always be something to counter skirmishers. In a 2v2 there will always be cavalry anyway, so, or in any team game. Should be anyway. But yeah, you see it regularly, of course, anyway. Italian and Malay cav is kind of meh, absolutely. You do have, but if you can get to a the battle elephants with the melee and have archers behind, it can be quite strong in the early cast stage because monk defense won't work against the elephants because you'll have archers behind to snipe the monks. But you need to get there, obviously. And in the PLH now, the melee have 40% cheaper. 40% cheaper battle elephants. But Japanese, they have fully upgraded Cavalier, and Huns, they get Paladin even, so... So long term, of course, the battle elephants won't cut it. What's this? A castle for Coster now? Coster could actually consider adding Tarkans here, because they have beastly pierce armor, and they could deal with the crossbow masses, but looks like his Cavachers are doing just fine here. Coster with the sheer mass of force here is going to again diminish the the crossbow numbers of Patrick Star here. And he doesn't commit. If he had Bloodlines, this would be a much better fight. I'm gonna roast Coster for not having Bloodlines for the rest of the game now. It's 43 minutes in, and the Cav Archers have been dying needlessly. Poor things. Only Genoese, 9 Genoese crossbowmen out, but here we have the Italians Imperial Age on the way in now, cheaper and advancement through the ages for the Italians. Is it going to be enough, though? You need some army to benefit from it as well. You'll be able to make trebuchets, of course, but there's only the one castle here for trash bag, I think. And the castle age numbers of Don Domingos are still doing work in the meantime here. Also, we have Don Domingos, both of them going to the Imperial Age here. Flampopo getting fletching. What's the... Is it for the castles probably then? Because he doesn't really have any ranged units out here. A Trebor should be easy to win for Flampopo. He has the Japanese Trebs that could instantly unpack with the Kataraputo tech, and he has 3 castles to 1, quite close to each other against Trash Bag here in the middle. Towers, he's going to go for the keeps here from map control, maybe Yasama Towers even for Flampopo here. Nice. Eco situation as well is like 40-50 villagers lead for Don Domingos, if not more, and they have the army dominance still. Still no bloodlines for Coster, but at this point he's probably never gonna get it. He's happy with his non-bloodline Cav Archers. Let's see if he gets chemistry in the Imperial Age. Or Parthian tactics. Yeah, this castle goes up and Coster is just 25 seconds off Imp. This castle gets denied as well, and here there are even ramps to stop that. Yeah, Patrick started lease it. Better to salvage that last little bit of stone before moving on there. Flampopo is Imperial Age, Coster right behind. Conscription, okay. So, Don Domingos, even though Coster doesn't get upgrades, full upgrades for his Cav Archers, he has the numbers and takes good fights regardless. Don Domingos take the first game here over TrashStar. Let's have a look at the stats and hop into the next one. A nice army flow for Coster. Imagine if he had those upgrades, he would do even better. We could have resigned that one earlier after seeing the eco numbers here. Yeah, feels bad, man. Significantly more resources collected for Don Domingos. Uh, Next one, it's going to be TrashStar picking map according to the reverse civ. So TrashStar will be playing Japanese Huns. We'll probably be playing, most likely be playing a land map now because Huns are at a disadvantage on naval Nomad maps, not being able to drop dock instantly, and could also have an amazing Arbalest Paladin combination here. Here's the game two. And the map is Bedouins with the reverse civs here. Just discussing the earlier game here. Bedouins rich on shorefish. It's like African clearing, but the woodlands around the map are a bit better. And in this version, the you also start with a horse, so you get to scout the map more efficiently, which is a bit uncommon for a nomad start. But it's a horse; it can't attack villagers, so it still keeps that nomad spirit. I think the Hans Japanese combo should be very strong here. You could even, actually, even after you collect the shellfish, you could even dock these small ponds and go fish trap with Japanese, only because Japanese fishing ships have a better work rate. But that's more of a meme thing than an actual play. So don't take that too seriously. So we have TrashStar in the north here again. It is kind of similar to the previous Nomad game. The players somewhat close together. Don Domingos in the south, scaringly close to the edge of the map here, but otherwise, oops. Yeah, I'm gonna restart it. I'm gonna need to restart this. No, are we running? Oh, we're fine. Be patient, young Padawan. Anyway, uh, yeah, Hunt's Japanese should be amazing here. You could go Hunt's Cav Archers, you could go the slower approach like the crossbows for a while as well. But with this distance, I'm still seeing Hunt's Scouts into Cav Archers. And then, I don't know about the Japanese. They still have better cavalry than Italians and the Malay, right? So Japanese could go Knights here, play the Knights role into Cavalier, and then make a transition as needed after this. But for the sake of progress here, let's just fast forward it a bit and see what Feudal Age brings us here. I'll have some look at the scoutings here. There we go. Now we're fast forwarding. No, we're not. That's fine. We can move it later. Yeah, no. Seems to be working. Coster down here, scouting extensive with the horse. No horse is lost so far. Eco is pretty similar here again with 29, 28 builders, all of them off to good starts by the looks of it, or decent starts. Very fairly low ILT this time. Don Domingos struggling a bit more here. But what do a slow civs or on paper slow civs like Malay and Italians do here? If they get the boom going, if they can get to their death fall, looks like they actually want to wall off the whole thingy here and turtle it out, which is probably not the worst idea ever. They have bombard cannons, they have arbalests, they have Genoese crossbowmen, they have good potential, good ways to deal with what Hans Japanese can bring to the field here. But the issue is the early game to keep your economy safe and then adjust to that. We have the barracks going up so you can make defensive spearmen as needed. And yep, we'll see what TrashStar do here. They're actually going for the wall as well. Big wall, so this could be a long one. Looking at the defensive approach they're taking here. Securing some pawns for themselves. An advantage of Japanese here also being that their resource drop-off points are cheaper, half price. So you have a much easier time dropping lumber camps and builds as needed to keep your eco going. Where is the hunt stable? Here it is. So let's see if we can track trash bags. Trash bags movement here. Might risk pounding into walls here. Looks like they've been able to complete the walls on the south side here as well. Yeah, one tile missing here. That's not a concern. Yeah, big walls here. Walls, no balls. But with this kind of opening, makes sense as well. They're so far off each other and they have the horse to scout. Actually easier to get the walls up when you are able to scout when and where to wall. So when you can't break through, you could at least pound away at the walls and be just dead annoying here. We have Japanese and Malay up to the cast stage here at roughly similar pops. So the Popo, even without the faster research would be going up more quickly here. But yeah, it's beating Patrick Star by good margins up there. Another layer of buildings behind here, kind of forming a preemptive wall just in case here. Now, what's the plan for the castle show? You could also mix it up here and go Knight, Cavalier, Paladin Huns and go Japanese Cav Archers, because Japanese, they get fully upgraded Cav Archers as well. So maybe they should switch roles here. Actually, they get better, ironically enough, they get better Cav Archers than Huns, only without the discount. Japanese have full tech tree for the archery line units, while the Huns are missing the last armor. But you still don't see Japanese Cav Archers a lot, since the Arbalists are good as well. Popo with the third TC going up here now. Patrick Star with the second one. So they're both extending on eco here, but Flampopo with the Malay should be establishing an eco lead here. Behind this we have Coster going to the cast age as well and preparing the stables with the Italians here. Double stables again, like he did the previous game, but with scouts. The way they're rolling here is kind of leaving these pawns out. I don't think that's going to be any big issue, though. You could eventually just mass up units. Oh! The Popo with the sneak here. No less than 3 melee ranges forward here, and trash bag just passing for now anyway. Eventually they're gonna discover it, maybe through auto scout like this horse may or may not be up to here, or just by passing through with units. But we have a flood of Hun's knights here now. Gonna break through the walls and make life a bit difficult for Don Domingos here. While Thumpo boys massing up on the crossbows before the big surprise attack here. With the extension to the sides as well, we have a trash bag with a TC outside of the walls now, covering another woodline and some gold here eventually. Not managing to break through the walls of the Don Domingos here, but here comes TrashStar with the crossbows as well. But this sneak though. It's a very nice sneak placement of the Pope, but now where is he going now? Does he have to go back here to help out? Surely this could be quick walled. Italian's Knights and yeah, Italian's Knights not matching the Huns upgrades here. Lampopo's sneak kind of being revealed now because he's pulling his archers from outside here. Nice. Well, there's a obvious disadvantage of forward buildings as well is that you don't have them inside of your base. So if you need any crossbows at home and you don't have the ranges, then you're in a pickle. +1/+1 for Caster here, while Trashbag has the +2 defense. So it'll hold off better against Archer's Fire, but might be trading more evenly with Coster since Coster has the extra attack, but less defense. Why isn't... Yeah, Flapopo is coming to join in here. Come at me, says Trashbag, and he's gonna let the armies in here. He's running to catch up. Now, Flapopo could actually force some walls to delete here if he stays in the choke point here. Small trickle crossbows being dealt with here, and sneak range is still not discovered. Nice. Good forward by Don Domingos here now then. Not perfect team coordination here, unfortunately. Coster is losing Knights kind of needlessly here now against Flampopo's against TrashStar's crossbows because Flampopo and Coster's positioning isn't coordinated. Could have lost fewer Knights there if Flampopo had tracked his teammates' movement, but they're getting decent trades still, again diminishing the numbers of the enemy armies. Defensive castle, yeah, that's gone. Oh, that looked like it was better in progress than it initially was. Could be that they could deny this one, Don Domingos. Yeah, it's denied for now, but that's gonna go up. Not without any losses for TrashStar, losing 17 villagers total now in the process here. Yeah, Flampopo isn't gonna allow this one to go up. Not yet, anyway. Hey, are they gonna kill this foundation? I mean, why not sit around while you can? Faster stables for the Huns, but still, Coster has much larger mass at this point. Comparable upgrades. But Trashbag is sniping some reinforcements here, which is nice, and these armies, instead of doing more eco and army damage, you know, this sitting around this castle just really want this not to go up. While in the meantime, Patrick Star could probably drop the castle elsewhere or something, or fortify the defenses at home. They're splitting up, that's not necessarily a good sign here. But 12, 13 knights for the Huns here, 4 crossbows only for Patrick Star. Looking quite good for Don Domingos right now. Yeah, another castle asset in the back here. Why is he shooting the palisade? This is Arena or Bedouin something? Yes. It's IKEA Arena. Now goes the castle. Lovely animation there. And Flampopo is feeling confident now. He wants to drop a forward Malay castle here. How do you plan to get the villagers there? There are Huns Knights over here. Trashbag hasn't been fighting, so he's been passing up with this quicker Huns production instead. And just taking his good old time here to get going. Losing 7 villagers, Patrick Star losing 25, Flampopo only lost 2 and Coster lost 0 here. No rip reinforcements, didn't. Have they found the sneak now? Okay, they probably know the archers are coming from here, but the actual ranges haven't been scouted unless this is spec bug. So that's the best sneak I've ever seen from Flampopo here. But now they're losing numbers here. Flampopo losing crossbows and Coster losing knights as well, though the upgrades are similar here. Ballistics for Patrick Star here. The economy is slightly weaker for TrashStar here, but now they have the army advantage here. Flampopo can't make that forward castle anymore. We'll have to make it semi-forward on the Lego hideout here that TrashStar are making. But now looking at the armies here, that forward is going to be crippled for Don Domingos here. The castle actually doesn't go up, so another doubt castle here. This is the game of unfinished castles and even killing an innocent horse in the mix here. Not nice. Praise the Lord, yeah. You said it. Alright, so Flampopo, if he'd kept the archer's crossbow mass intact, he could probably go Imperial H and get a good power spike out of it. But now with that lost castle and a bit too ambitious on the enemy side, that Arbalest power spike will have to be put on hold for a while. 42 military to 23 now. TrashStar taking good fights here and with a very nice KD behind this. And now this castle is gonna go on. Oh. Nice hit. I'm not sure if Patrick Star is looking here. Okay, Flampopo takes it upon himself to even out the numbers here. Does get fantastic value out of that Mangonel, probably killing 8, 10 crossbows there. Yeah, the Domingos are kind of catching up here, but against Huns with Italian Knights, you have to kind of do it in the castle age here, otherwise you can't match the cavalry. You can't outproduce Huns anyway. You might as well just drop a castle now if you're Coster and go into those Genoese crossbowmen. Huns on the way to the Imperial Age here as well for Trash Bag. Will unlock Cavalier and Paladin. And they're just doing a great job at keeping Don Domingos numbers low here. Triple stables investment from Coster. I think a tech switch is really needed now to go into something else instead. Like the Genoese, that would not be awesome against crossbows, but more than decent since they still are kind of a crossbow unit and they shred cavalry, of course. So that switch needs to happen if Coster has the stone for it. Let's see if he has stone for castle. He's getting there, he's collecting stone. And he's collecting a lot of gold over here as well. But kind of feels like everything's happening a little bit too late here in the transitions. Oh, somebody's been out scouting here, I think, because they have literally the whole map covered here. So some good scouting intel for Don Domingos in that sense. Go for both teams actually. They have a good grasp of the map and everything. TrashStar heading for Imp as well with the Japanese. Will have access to Arbalest. Still that Knight's investment from Coster against superior numbers from the Huns here. And there's that Italian's castle now, all the way back home here to defend the base, of course, and try and hold off raids, I guess. So Popo has the Arbalests here and takes a good fight now before Cavalier and Plate Barding Armor. He's gonna take out a lot of Hunt's Knights here. Impressively good fight for Don Domingos all of a sudden there. They're trading again here. They're back at even army numbers. Don Domingos stronger economy, but this also buys time for TrashStar to get the castle up, I think. Or? Are you kidding me? This is the game of cursed castles. Or, no? Yes? No? No? Yeah, it goes up. Nice. Castles unlocking trebs here. The map layout here as well. Are they thinking about trade? Maybe might we be seeing some markets in the corners here soon? And at some point gold becomes an issue. Popo has the treb out here. He is the Malay. He could probably add some bombard guns as well. At some point. Coster playing the Cavalier here with the Italians. No production from the castle. It's only a defensive castle for now, anyway. Quite a bit of ours protecting the trebs here, but we have the Japanese on the way up here as well for TrashStar. We're just reaching the up with Arbalest in and Bracer. Did that be something? That was a very quick Bracer. Anyway, I guess Arbalest numbers are comparable, but Trashbag diving in here to try and pick off numbers. He's being chased away by Coster's Cavalier here, but they have weaker upgrades. They are missing that plate barding armor, and that's scary when you're moving close to Arbalest like this. This shouldn't be too good of a fight for Coster, but everything is going down in the middle here. Something's up with the right hand side here as well. Maybe they're trying to take some stone or gold on this side and realize that Coster is already here. The faster producing Huns stables are beginning to show though. They've been trading kind of evenly here in the middle, but Trash Bag has them producing more quickly and is shouldn't have any trouble out producing Coster here, as long as there's gold to make those Cavalier, and there are 23 villagers on gold for Trash Bag. A cast going up to the side here as well. That will protect an eventual trade route here as well. One that Flampopo Flampopo is thinking the exact same thing here. He wants to stop any potential trade to the left side there, so he's got the castle foundation placed there. But enter the Malay elephants, elite elephants, aren't they? There we go. 40% cheaper, and so we are actually seeing the elite battle elephants from the Malay at play here. Still, Arbalest should be able to deal with these because they only have the fuel age armor. That's the setback of going melee. Battle elephants, they are weak in terms of armor, both pierce and melee. But they are cheap. They are the best substitute for knights that melee can offer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we going for the Popo? Well, some of them are gonna make it, but they are in the middle of enemy stuff here. At the very least, quick one. Okay, we're bailing on that one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're doomed. They're dead. Coster is over at Light Cav now. He's going for some raids with the Cavalier as well. Where is that Genoese crossbow switch from Coster though? It's full cavalry from the Huns player now. There are some rams granted, but Cavalier and Light Cav just mass up some Genoese crossbowmen if you're Coster here, and you can shred that and at the very least force Trash Bag into a tech switch. Some raids here from Trash Bag down at Don Domingos side as well. The scores very, very even here. Eco situation diminishing here, of course, for Don Domingos, now losing units to raids here. Trash Bag with a whooping 86 villagers killed. That's pretty darn ridiculous compared to the villager kills of Don Domingos here. But at the same time, Coster is raiding on the other side. But there are light cap everywhere now from Huns. Some solid Huns play here from Trash Bag now to really obstruct enemy eco, break into the walls. Flampopo tries to re-wall here with stone walls, but as long as there's a flood of light cab and cavalier coming in this direction, that shouldn't work. Ooh! Light cab chasing the elephant. We need to see this. I didn't kill it. Oh, I'm too tired for this shit. Don't. Just don't. I think the castle's gonna get the final blow. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey, there he goes. Elite battle elephants again, 14 of them, but Flampopo not currently producing any more of them. That's gold and wood access, but yeah, the markets are going up, so they're setting up for trade here, which means they'll need to open up this area. Yeah, Flampopo not trade. No, okay, there's a market here for TrashStar as well, taking about that long trade long term here then, as the game crosses the minute 55. Yeah, we have a bit of trade units being made here. Where are Trash Bags markets? So Okay, they're going for a short route. Horse collar, yeah, that's a bit of a late horse collar. Happens. Happens, man. Oh, that's ambitious. How's this gonna work out for you, lady? Okay, now she has help. I refuse to waste more than one villager building a castle. I need my resources. TrashStar with a fitting number of 105 villagers. You can resign again. Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, alright. It's gonna go up. It's going up. Oh, they bugged out at the gate. That explains it. Popo pulling his forces back here. Trying to deal with some Malay arbalists here. With Trashbag with the super accurate Huns Trebs here as well. They're almost 100% accurate. Gonna break through the walls again, open for more raids. Huns Cavalier in these masses should be able to deal with the battle elephants and a halberdier switch may be needed now for the Malay or Italians here. Well, Italians don't get halberdier, come to think of it, but Malay do, I think. So 59 to 70, pretty comparable armies here. Now we have Captram being added by the Huns here as well. Means we'll probably see Siege Ram eventually as well from Trash Bag here. Stone walls to protect the trade route as well. There's trade running for the Domingos as well, I think, but I mean, yeah, okay, they're extending it further back here. That's a good thing. Let's see the stats here. Definitely better trade for TrashStar trading the whole section here, though. The whole across the whole map. That's going to be almost 100 gold per trip. Yeah, I think the Cavalier should still trade well for the Hunter, especially fighting underneath the castle. I'm not sure why Trashbag is pulling away here, but maybe he's trying to lure the elephants away so the castle will fire at the elephants here. 38 battle elephants and counting. Flampopo playing one of the stronger cards of the Malay here, but then again, Halbs would make more sense with the fairly low numbers of arbalists that Patrick Starwell actually has here. Big fight in the middle. Seems like there's still some raiding going on here with some stray units from Trashbag. So keeping that economy disturbed of Don Domingos here. Let's see for the gold access here for both teams. It looks more fluent for TrashStar right now, but and their trade line, they're basically taking half of the map now. They're in good control over the map now for TrashStar. They need to cover the area here as well, or wall this section, and Tampopo is kind of stopping that, trying to break through here for some raids at the trade route. Yeah, Flampopo was really doing good work here at spreading out units and hitting multiple spots at once here. Samurai! Take what you can, I guess. Make use of the castles. Wait, are these guys gonna tear down the castle? No. Oh, there's a trap helping out as well. I think this castle goes down, and suddenly if you break through the very weak wooden gate over here, then Don Domingos can raid again. The score is switching up and down here for teams, but now enter the halbs, and they are Japanese halbs. Surely if Lampopo can't make battle elephants anymore, seeing the Japanese halberdiers, because they will just chew them up if you get to the proper upgrades. Yeah, I think we're quite close. Yeah, they're doing work. And the castle stands. Nice halb switch there from TrashStar, but this section needs to be covered somehow with walls and whatnot to keep the aggression out. Otherwise, Coster and Lampopo are going to get some good raids in here. Skirmishers in the mix here against the 6 Arbaleths. Well, against the halbs, I guess. Now look at these annoying small raids. Gonna hit the trade as well, I think. Another castle for TrashStar, so they're assuming even more of them up here. Again, with one villager here. Nice. Stables going down over here, so the raiding units will have to move further if that's the case. Lampopo and Gosser break through here, so they're gonna try and raid the TrashStar's trade eco now. Last infantry upgrade for TrashStar's halberdiers. That's going to be coming in handy as well. But there's lots of exposed economy here now for Trashbag suddenly to be contested here through a gate that was probably never supposed to be opened here. That's some very good trade raids for Don Domingos here. Gonna take out quite a bit of trade units here, I think. Eco KD for Coster probably gonna increase here. But let's just look at the total trade unit count here and see how much it is. Lampopo the only one trading here, so essentially that should mean that Coster will have to commit mainly to trash here for a good while. The Japanese halbs, where are they? Are they coming over here or are they being cut off? Lampopo with skirmishers here against the Arbaleths, but yeah, here they come. The halbs are here, hopefully to clean up the raids. Gate is open though, that needs to be closed then. Sure, I think Huns get fortified walls, so that would be an investment worth considering as well if they get it. See if they're in the corner. That's some raids again from Trashbag here. Real long late game setup here for this one. Trashbag committing some of his own Cavalier to clean up here as well. Lampopo still making those elite battle elephants. That's a bit interesting given the halberdiers on the field here now for TrashStar. Again, the eco is quite similar here. Between 286 to 61 is the military count, so slight military lead for TrashStar, but they're fighting, I would say, close to pop capped here, but that's not really the case. It's 300 and 200 here, so still 50 pop a piece to go here. It's about who gets to take out the most of the enemy trade though, and Flampopo is the only one trading here. If you take out Flampopo's trade, he can't make more battle elephants or other gold heavy units. Castle's going up in the trade line here as well. I like that for Trash Bag. That's going to make raiding a lot harder for the opponents here. And quite a few ARBs for Patrick Star here as well. It's a pop cap now with 41 ARBs and 52 halbs. And of course they need to keep some presence in the middle here at least until they can secure their own trade route again. Better trade for TrashStar. They both have trade after all. But River Castle is going up on this side as well, and Stone Walls. The Domingos are not going to go down easily here. They want to fortify their trade as well, and that's not really being stopped or addressed to this side here. Most of the fighting is going on in the middle here. Coster still making trash. He has one trade unit up now though, so he's going to get some gold income eventually, but it's still going to take some while before Coster's trade eco can kick off here. What's Italian? Again, I believe in still believe in the Genoese crossbowmen for the Italians here, for Coster to make those two, force the Huns player away from the cavalry investment here. Oh, Trash Bag is in the trade here. We'll be taking out quite a bit of trade units now, I think. There aren't really. The military size of Don Domingos is worrying now. It's 135 for TrashStar to Don Domingos 53, and they don't have any halberdiers or an easy way to deal with the light cab here. We have the Italian Hussar though. But Trash Bag isn't. They're just chilling out here. That's not helping the cause here. Pop capped for TrashStar now, and Don Domingos only at 300 something here. But when or if that trade kicks in for Coster, especially, these numbers could change again, because you need obviously you need resources to make army. But now look at like the raids here, spreading them out everywhere here to raid in the trade line. Coster dropping tons of stables here in the trade line to, I don't know, to deal with this, possibly. One castle to go down to Coster's Rams here. Not enough military here for Patrick Star to deal with them, but I don't think that's a big concern. They still have castles behind here. And another question is, why no Huns Hussar? They do have access to Hussar, but TrashStar after 1 minute 20 hasn't gone into Hussar yet, and he's had trade running for a while, so it's obviously not a priority, but just why not? Ah, you were prop capped. That explains it actually. If you had just 3 samurai from the castle, of course you could do something about it. Halberdiers in trade line of Don Domingos now. Flampopo is losing the trade units. 14, 13, 12, 5 for Coster. This is going to be a big issue for Don Domingos. Could it be the death blow here that their trade line is breached? Flampopo still with 800 something gold here. He is pop capped, but Coster is not. Battle of this side, just poking away at the castle shouldn't be too much of a concern here. In the middle, there are siege rams added for trash bag. Yeah, the trade is just so much stronger for TrashStar here. 42 trade units for trash bag here. Patrick Star with only 14, and Flampopo and Coster now down to 6 and 5 here. Still losing units, losing a woodland over here. Coster, I'm not sure. Yeah, Coster, his economy here is floating wood, but that's about it. Is not able to. I mean, it's still spamming hussars, but that's about it. Trash isn't going to cut it for the long run here. 9k wood indeed. But also 65 farmers, so it's not like you could use the power wood to spam more farms either. But you could sell wood, of course, for gold when you have that kind of flowing of resources. See some rams being made here. I have a feeling there's not too much to do about this this in-game lag here, but there's the GG. It's called TrashStar. Take the comeback here for a 1-1, and we'll have a decider game on Don Domingos map of choice with Hidden Civ free pick. Just let me look through the scores. I'm gonna need a quick break, and yeah, we'll be back in just a minute with the conclusion game. Yeah, it was a nice return push with the cavalry civs there. Easier for Hans to raid for sure, but did he ever get to Hussar? No, never got Hussar, only light cab. Fascinating. Resource income quite comparable here. Trade profit though, better for trash bag. Did invest more in Flampopo with quite a bit of gold cost and never really getting around to it. Thought you were dead first time. Pat had his first doubt castle. Quick bathroom break. I'll be back before you know it. Trash trade. Okay. Oh no, I don't know the. So I know the result, I'll admit, because that's together with the recorded games, but I don't know the last map. So let's see. Land Nomad. Okay, so could be another long one here, but let's go for it. Let's go for it. It could also be very different when the players get to choose their civilizations. So land Nomad it is. I could mention the civs here because they've been picking civilizations now. Flampopo with the Mongols, not a huge surprise there for land nomads. They are solid, obviously, especially if you can get to the elite Mangudai. And then there's Costa with the Franks. He's gonna be playing the Paladin series, settling in the middle, which I think is a good for many maps, and especially land nomad where you don't want to be crushed up into a corner. The minor setback is that you'll actually risk being hit from multiple sides and whatnot. But looks like Domingos, they are sandwiched in the middle here, staying quite closely together. But then they could expand to either side, right, left, right. While we have Trash Bag in the south and Patrick Star in the north, very far away from each other. On the other hand, though, they have mobility at their hands. Patrick Star with Lithuanians gonna play the scouts into Knights line units here, probably. Paladins, you know the drill. While Trashbag with the Tatars, not unlikely to go for the Cav Archers. Scouts into Cav Archers, maybe. Or scouts into Camels as needed. But Tatars Cav Archers, they are among the better things to deal with Mongols Mangudai, I'd say, because they're easier to mass. That's probably the simplest, what should we say, explanation there. Let me fast forward it a bit because the Dark Age of Nomad is admittedly not the most interesting thing in the world. We're not very likely to see any drushes here. Looks like Koster hasn't found a lot of sheep here. He might struggle for food. He finds a boar though, which helps. Uses the TC trick there, but he is forced to eat the sheep for food, right? So he can't scout. Van Popo has some decent scouting here though, and let's see for the other two here. Sharing the map into... Oh, one builder starting all the way over in the corner there. Idle time, eh? Yeah. Struggling for food then, by the looks of it. Or just forgetting to queue villagers. You had a heck of a long games leading up to this, so that can mess with your mind, whoever you are. 2 games well past 1 hour. So well, let's see, Flampopo with the Mongols. He's doing a bit of a wall off here to the north. So nice is kind of limiting the aggression potential. Oh, you had 40 seconds before you placed the first one. Yikes. Alright, time to slow it down a bit because now we're gonna see some army aggression moving out here. Flampopo... Wait, he's going for gold? He's going fast castle with only 23 pop here. Surely that can't be the case. Now he's going archers and towers and a little bit of everything here, isn't it? That's going to delay Lampopo's castle age, but there's also a way to punish walls here, having the ranged option here. Towers, castles, but he's going in blind. Doesn't really know where Trashbag's core resources are. Trashbag with the range here. I can't even select it by the looks of it. Yeah, nothing producing for now, but going to the castle age. So unlocking Cav archers, even crossbows, we'll see. while Flampopo will likely be stuck in the village for a while here. Coster with the Franks is going Blacksmith Market. Not Scouts, but Fast Castle here, I think. Since it's going Blacksmith Market and not Blacksmith Stable. Risky, but doable, while Patrick Star is just walling himself off in his old little corner here with an opening. I hope he will notice near the... it's been scouted. Nice. Yeah, it's gonna get a free Lithuanians boom here. That's going to be scary on its own. At least the relics are kind of far away. 2 relics obtainable, the others not so much for Patrick Star here. Second range for Trash Bag and Cast Late right around the corner. 1 minute to go here. And then Flampopo finds the town center of his adversary. Drops another tower just like that, just outside of TC range, I think, to obstruct any easy access to resources around there. But this tower might be denied. Can't help but feel like this fuel aggression is a bad call by Flampopo, because with the placement here, with everyone just turtling out, Flampopo and Costa are in a much better spot to expand to the sides and get a good economy for both of them. But now Flampopo is nerfing himself kind of here with the extended fuel age, and if we look at the resources, not going to go Cast Age anytime soon, but Trash Bag is in the Cast Age, producing defensive siege, 1 or 2 Scorpions, and you clean up everything here. Or a ram to ram down the towers. It's not doing nearly enough good defense from Trash Bag here. Eco-wise, you could say that the Domingos are better off though. Coster with the stable now, going up to the Castle Age. Lithuanians already there. No, sorry. Yeah, Lithuanians already there and producing the knights. And as we know, with some relics, the Lithuanians will be granted +1 attack per relic up until 4 relics, so that the Franks knights will actually be at risk of losing 1-1 fights, or even fights in equal numbers. One Bangalore out, no more, no less. Towers being dealt with. Flampopo still in the feud age here. 230 food, no, 300 food, I mean. Making the farms now, of course. Taking Hunt as well, so it's going to boost that food income for a Castle Age transition, but it's going to lag far behind. And enter Patrick Star's Knights here as well. Scouting intel not tops here, but he's gonna... See, this is why we patrol, guys. Oh, Flampopo gets away undeservedly there. Patrick Star sees it, I think. He's seen the mining camp, he's trying to chase, but... Nah, he lost them. Ooh, that could have been 4 dead villagers easily for Flampopo there. Just passing indeed. Flaring the Knights now. Coster has the Knights out as well. He has upgrades. Patrick Star does not. Patrick Star doesn't even have bloodlines. No, don't move out with Knights against Franks if you don't have bloodlines. Oh, this is going to be horrible for Patrick Star here. He's outnumbered and he's out HP'd by far here, having only 100 HP per knight. He's basically playing Byzantine Knights at this point. With Lithuanians. I could have sniped Wills, missed the Wills, and now obviously being scared off by the Franks Knights. Trashbag just extending on the economy here, doesn't even bother stressing the walls to the side here. But I think they really ought to be doing some damage now soon, because Koster is with 11 knights now, has +1/+1. Flampopo finally going up here. Imagine a siege push on Flampopo here. Just take out that TC before he can even get to the castle age. Bloodlines is in now, so we're fine with Patrick Star's knights. No monastery for relics yet, but the relics are usually so far away on this map anyway, it's probably not that big of a deal. Trashbag with some nice cavalry archer offensive now, exploiting the fact that a eco of both Flampopo and Koster is very open and exposed here now. Yeah, that's decent value already. Flampopo still on the way up to the cast stage, so anything he loses here is really bad news for the continuation. Let's see the eco KD here for Trashbag, 7-1, yeah. Cav Archers not in crucial mass yet, but looking at Koster's upgrade here with only +1 defense, the Cav Archers will be quite efficient here. Especially if they work together with Patrick Star here. I think if they coordinate now and also bring the Mangonels close, it could be bad news for Koster's knight numbers. Yeah, good pickoffs here by Trashbag. Flampopo is in the castle age as well. He's extending on the economy, but he's also being kind of stopped here. Why not just attack the villager? So who's faster? 4 knights trying to kill a foundation. Okay, the knights. Never mind. Now it goes. There's another one down here, but don't think Patrick Star would be as lucky as to run into them here. Cav Archer number 17 of them now. Still that one Mangonel as well. Patrick Star with increasing knights numbers actually out. Numbering Koster with the knights now. Flampopo with double stables, camels here to remedy the situation, but the problem is that the camels will still be weak to Cav Archer fire, so this combination here is basically like playing knight crossbow but with even more mobility, so a very strong combination I'd say at this point. All of them staying so close together though, but the eco expansion is becoming more and more awkward here for Flampopo and Koster. Being sandwiched in between two enemies here is working out better than I thought for Patrick Star and TrashStar here as well as a team, but Flampopo did it upon himself as well with the feudal age aggression here, trying to punish the Tatar's greed and then not really doing any damage by the looks of it. Slaughtering builders here, 120 builders to 96 here for TrashStar, and they have a fantastic army lead as well. Ooh. We don't like farmers here. Can I reach the woodland? I think if you sit here with the Cav Archers, you could reach some lumberjacks as well. And Janes. So, Cavalry masses dealing with camels here. Don Domingos 12 military, 35 for TrashStar. Patrick Star with 3 TCs working here as well, but the also slightly higher IDTs time than the others here, but the overall eco situation is well in favor of TrashStar here due to all of the builders being killed off Don Domingos here. Camels is an investment that makes sense here because there are knights on the field and they probably don't have any relics bonus yet. But then again, staying Trashback always staying close with the cavalry archers here will be able to snipe camels entering the field and help keep Don Domino's armies at an absolute minimum here. Yeah, it's become a long session today as well, but hey, who's counting? Don Domingos refusing to die here, but the score difference is already huge. It's 1300 points for TrashStar here. Not that score is everything, but the eco numbers are a bit worrying here, even though they have located to the sides Trashback with fascinatingly uh, low scouting here, not even having a market yet, while Patrick Star has a little bit of knowledge of the expansion to the sides here, I think. But that's it. Don Domingos never able to establish an army size needed here. I think they're making, aside from Flampopo going for the aggressive feudal age here towards the trash bag, the stronger player of the two on this team. That's kind of the only really bad call that Flampopo made here that had his team suffer. I think just going FC instead and pushing with Castle Age armies could have made a difference here, but then again, you can't allow Tatars to mass up characters like this. That was probably the idea of Flampopo to delay Tatars as much as possible, allowing Koster to mass up the knights. But great set, ending with a win for TrashStar, taking the reverse sweep here. Yeah, thanks for joining. I told earlier in the stream that I was a bit worried about your your elo points in this section, but teaming up with Patrick Star, it seems like it's evening out already. So that's good to see here. Trash Bag Junior, and it's Nomad is so crazy anyways. Yeah, and the settings even. So we'll be seeing some upsets for sure.